It's the controversial gun store you'd expect to see in the US, not Australia. The items they sell could easily be mistaken for deadly weapons, with some saying it's only a matter of time until someone gets seriously injured or worse.
Amazing gun actually. Shoots amazing. Very strong, very powerful.
Terrifying.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely terrifying.
The bullets come in the spec.
Yeah, right.
Has 10,000 bullets in here.
America's got that problem. I don't think Australia needs it.
Is that something you expect to see at a shopping centre?
Absolutely not.
Get on the ground before I pull my firearm out. Get on the ground.
Someone is going to die. Police will fire upon someone.
They're very problematic for police. They're taking up a lot of police time.
Anyone who's visited Surfers Paradise would know this spot. It's the main Cavill Avenue shopping and nightclub strip. But just 20 metres down this alleyway is a pop-up shop selling something you'd probably never expect to see. It looks like something you might see in an American shopping mall, not in the heart of the Gold Coast.
Some of them like automatic single shots.
They're called gel blasters, an incredibly lifelike replica currently classed as a toy and legally for sale without any licence required.
You can do single shots. Oh, it's loaded.
They fire these little gel balls that are 98% water and travel 20 to 30 metres.
Do these hurt?
Yeah, actually, I got shot. That was about a week ago.
Oh, wow.
The safety advice is to never fire at the face, in particular the eyes. But that seems to be ignored by some of these salespeople.
We should be chucked all the time. Safety advice. We go for the head ourselves. And that no one's died from being hit by a gel blaster. They're not a gun, they're not a firearm, and they're not subject to firearms laws per se.
Simon White runs a gel blaster club where people as young as 10 play war games on a simulated battlefield carrying these replica weapons.
Yes, they look real. We don't want the public to see them, we want them out of the public eye. So that's why we must keep them covered.
But of course not everyone does that. Police arrested these two men in Townsville after they allegedly fired gel blaster guns outside a primary school, sending it into lockdown. One of the blasters looked like an assault rifle, the other a handgun. This man filmed his own arrest on the Gold Coast.
All right, we've got some proper dogs here. Let's see how this turns out, hey? Get on the ground.
Get on the ground before I pull my firearm out. Get on the ground.
21-year-old David Quinn was charged with common assault for firing at two women causing minor injuries. He was given 12 months probation.
They're a replica weapon. They shouldn't be classified as a toy, and they shouldn't be out there as toys.
Bond University criminologist Terry Goldsworthy says the fake guns are causing very real headaches for police, including this siege-like situation at Bellbird Park west of Brisbane, where an entire neighbourhood went into lockdown.
You literally got gunmen just walking around the street here. You don't expect that round here.
And the kind of climate we live in regards to terrorist activity, if someone was to pull one of these out in the street and be threatening in their manner with it, you would assume it's the real thing. So I think it's a real problem for the police.
Throw the book at them and make them learn, because otherwise someone is going to die. Police will fire upon someone if they were holding a Glock pistol or something like that.
But that's what makes this pop-up shop all the more surprising, with so many lifelike weapons all on full public display. Just have a look around at what's for sale in there.
That's terrifying. An elderly person could die of shock if they pointed one of those.
What do you think of this gun shop?
I personally think it's intimidating. You know, you walk through a hallway and you see guns. It's Australia. America's got that problem. I don't think Australia needs it.
I was a bit surprised actually because I didn't think that could be something you could sell publicly like that.
Do you think that it's appropriate to be selling them in a shopping centre?
Absolutely not.
I think all gun sales are bad, no matter what they are.
The public sentiment on the shop's presence seems very clear. This man, the only person we spoke to who didn't see any issue.
That's just a plastic gun. And you could get any plastic gun from anywhere. Any toy shop, a kid's toy shop you buy, it's very similar.
The more expensive guns are made from nylon, making them heavier and more lifelike than a plastic toy. They range in price from $100 to $600.
Does anyone ever mistake those ones for being real?
Well, that's sort of what the police's biggest issue about them is. They do look insanely realistic.
We were able to buy one without any ID requirements. The box said it was restricted to ages 14 plus.
A little bit of common sense, don't walk around with something like this because, you know, if it's not the cops that are going to get you, it's going to be like some oldie with PTSD.
This salesperson said the blasters were bought by a wide range of ages for all sorts of purposes.
A lot of the oldies that buy them off us, they get them just for the pests, so they're just shooting them off like their backyard.
Gel blasters are currently legal in Queensland, South Australia and Tasmania. They are illegal to own in New South Wales and Victoria. But these shop staff claim there were ways around that.
In all the other states it's not legal to buy it, but they still buy it in here, we send it to their house and they're allowed to play in their house.
Queensland Police are facing a huge drain on resources attending to gel blaster incidents, raising the question of whether they're really worth it.
Modify the legislation and the regulations to make them illegal because quite clearly they're problematic and they shouldn't be out in the streets.
But enthusiasts like Simon White insist the physical activity of his club's war games make it worthwhile.
It's keeping people off Fortnite and Xbox, kids getting out, which is less and less nowadays. Every kid is just stuck on a tablet or stuck in front of a computer on an Xbox.
And we contacted the business owner who's selling those fake guns, but he declined to be interviewed.